does she feel about this type of content? Because, well, and you kind of alluded to, she kind of understands men better. So
Hmm.
maybe she has her dad in her life or some influential men in her life. But
Hmm.
how does she view this male space, the manosphere, and the fact that you want to enter it? Most women, they don't even want to date a man that's
Hmm.
in a red pill podcast, right? Like they call
Hmm.
it podcast bros. So how do you feel your wife feels like you want to enter into a market that most women don't even want to date a man in?
Well, yeah. And it makes a logical sense in my head. I wouldn't be doing this if she didn't agree with it.
Mm,
Right. So I would be with a woman who would be on my program, who would understand my purpose and would be in alignment with me. I wouldn't be giving a ring and marrying a woman who I felt we were so misaligned in this area.
mm,
So now does that mean that she started out that way? No. But I do think that guys make the mistake when they're aware of these things or coming across these things. They like to throw, it's like almost they trying to baptize these women and like throw them face first and head first into all of this stuff. And it's like a lot of times it probably starts with content similar to mine, believe it or not, where you're understanding male and female psychology, understanding and noticing scientific discoveries relating to our differences in terms of our neurochemistry, in terms of our biological hardwiring, noticeable differences even when we're very young as children. And you're starting to just see her reaction and response to. So, for instance, without talking about the gender dynamics, when you're dating and talking to these women, are you ever just throwing things out there to see if they're open to different perspectives, different ideas, different viewpoints? Or do they always have a very crazy, visceral reaction every time it doesn't align with exactly what they think, exactly how they vote, exactly what they've always known and believed when all the girls that they know think the same way? Do they have a hive mind? Are they a group thinker or an independent reflective thinker? If you start doing that earlier and you see that she's open to those things, more than likely she'll be open to other things, including this type of topic. So that's what I was seeing very early on, is that when I would just throw out random little things here or there, they weren't as controversial, but they were a difference of views and opinions. I would
mm.
just see how she would respond to it. Would she go off until I shut up in submission or just act fake like I agreed with her just for the sake of peace? Or did she allow me to be able to articulate why and explain why I felt differently or thought differently than her and then see how she responded to that? So I saw evidence, seeds of somebody who was a curious thinker and was open to things, and that she actually valued diversity of thought, including difference of thought from me. So it made sense when we got to this topic. She was already showing signs of somebody that would be open to things. And then when she started, one of her homegirls called into Kevin Samuels, believe it or not.
Oh wow,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
which one?
we,
Was it a famous one or no?
nah. It was very much. It was very normal. Her homegirl was cool. But the point I'm making is like her and her homegirls who in the last 3 years, and this is the other thing, man. Social media says one thing. When you surround yourself with the types of people that you want to be and want to become, I want to say in the last so in the last 4 or 5 years that I've known her, we've personally known probably close to 12 to 15 people that have gotten engaged
Mm,
personally in the last 4 or 5 years, easily. Almost all of these people from people she's gone to school with are friends of mine that I've gone to school with.
mm.
15, a lot.
Black
So
people.
yeah, all black,
That's
all of
what.
them, all black.
That's
So
uncommon.
it, it, it it's uncommon to people who, what's the right way to say it? It's what's uncommon is your circle being surrounded by millionaires. But it's not uncommon to you because you put yourself in a space where that's now your norm. So what I see on social media now is 99% of the time not a reflection of my actual reality anymore. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, but it does show me that there's a whole nother world of what it doesn't go viral on social media, of what's typically happening for a lot of millions of people. And that's the thing where it's like, yeah, her school of people that went to Howard and the people I went to school with, a lot of them are got married or still married. You know, they figuring it out like the rest of us, and a lot of them aren't super who makes more or he got to make this or do that. Like they just normal people who's trying to find somebody that they can try to build and do life with. That's a lot of cats, man. And it just so happened when I came back on the dating market, I wasn't finding any of them at first. So I said, is it really this? But in reality, it's kind of a combo of like, are you in the right circles in the right spaces in the city or urban area or town? And at the time I wasn't. And then I was.